In the meantime, terrible news. If you were one of 7,000 people who got the notice from Bob Iger, who's now running Disney, they cut 7,000 people short off the payroll. They're trying to save
all the companies they own.
There's a lot of companies. These are tough economic times. Disney is trying to save $5 billion. And so what they're doing going forward is they're going to split the business into 3 separate segments. There's going to be an entertainment segment, which is TV and streaming. You see the Disney parks right there, and the products, that's going to be a second one. And then sports-focused ESPN unit. And Bob Iger did announce, and this was of interest to a lot of people who have talked about it, they will not spin off ESPN.
Disney was in the press a lot for going woke under the last CEO, and Ron DeSantis, this got his attention, the governor of Florida. And everyone's looking into it saying, are they even paying taxes? They're part of Reedy Creek. Ron DeSantis says, I'm taking over Reedy Creek. I will pick the board. They're working on legislation right now in Tallahassee to try to take over Reedy Creek and have Ron DeSantis be in charge. He says, I'm the new sheriff in town. Listen to this.
Disney is going to pay its fair share of taxes, and Disney's going to honor the debt, and that's exactly what this proposed piece of legislation will do. If you remember, when we first went down this road last spring, a lot of folks in the media were saying that, oh my gosh, Disney's actually going to pay less taxes and Floridians are going to pay more taxes. They were saying that. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Well, this puts that to bed. This is obviously now going to be controlled by the state of Florida, which is no longer self-governing for them. So there's a new sheriff in town, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Lawrence?
You know, it's so interesting, family, because, you know, I'm typically not for the government getting involved in private business affairs, but they wanted the tax break. And it was fine when they were able to, you know, do whatever they wanted to do and still pay less taxes than the average American. And now Florida is saying, hey, we actually don't like some of the stuff that's happening at Disney. So you live by the government, you die by the government. I think there's a lot of Americans that are saying, you know what, we're struggling paycheck to paycheck. We're going to the stores. We're having to pay increasingly a lot for our eggs and the basic household materials. They shouldn't be getting a tax break to begin with. Are we getting our tax break?
And the Disney Fast Pass. Those aren't cheap.
There you go. About that price. I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.